Hello everyone, welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Yuan Yueming. Now I'm in Linzhou City, central China's Henan province, to do this reporting. Did you see the men in the mid-air? Did you see they use hammers to strike the rocks? And do you know what's their gestures meaningful? Actually, they are doing the scenes of construction a canal, the Red Flag Canal in Linxian. Today, let's visit the canal together and learn about the stories of construction and see how it changed the lives of this area. Now they are reenacting the scenes of putting bombs in the mountain and blasting out a passersway. As you can see from our camera, the mountain is really high and steep, so it's very difficult to chisel into the rocks here. There are several men hanging over there with only a rope wrapped around their waist. Only through this way, they can put bombs into the mountain and make out a cave on the hillside. After watching the performance, right now beside me is the Red Flag Canal. Back in 1960s, Linxian people decided to make a canal themselves to distribute water to this area. You know, Linxian is located in the border of Shanxi and Henan province and is surrounded by Taihang Mountains. Because of these geography factors, this place suffers a long history of water shortage. According to local records, between 1436 to 1949, there are more than 100 severe droughts hitting this area. So, under such circumstances, people here are longing for water. There's a local saying says, "One man here can only take 3 times of bath in their life. Once born, then married, and finally died." So you can imagine how precious waters are. In 1959, in order to solve this problem, the party chief Yang Gui finally decided to build a canal themselves to get water from the other side of the mountain, Zhanghe River, and then distribute it to this place. At that time, you know, people don't have any modern tools, modern industrial equipment, or large-scale machinery. So they have to do this work by their hand, by their self-made primitive tools. Actually, I cannot imagine how hard it is. After almost 10 years working, the canal is finally done. Now, beside me is the main channel of Red Flag Canal. It is 70.6 kilometers long, 8 meters wide, and more than 4 meters high. Beside this main channel, there are many branches and distributing water to the whole region of Linxian City. Local people told me that in ancient times, every house have a well, and they will put their own buckets on the mouth of the well to collect rainwater. Once the well is dried up, they have no water to drink, no water to eat. They have to climb the mountain and get to the other side to collect water. This would always take a long time. So when they decided to build a canal and get enough drinkable water, they are so happy and offer their help. According to data, there are more than 300,000 people voluntarily join the construction of this project. Though there are unfortunately 81 person died, but finally the work is done. You see, the mountain is really high and steep, and the rocks is really hard, so it is really difficult and dangerous to carve out a way on the mountains. At that time, they invented their self-made bombs. They have to dig a hole first in the hill body, then put the bomb into the hill, and finally blast it. By this way, they can get a passageway out, and then they dig with hammers and finally get away. After the finish of Since the building of this canal, it's been more than 50 years, but right now the canal is still in function. Though people don't drink the water in the canal anymore, but the canal still help irrigating the fields and offer industrial water to the companies of this area. I have walked a little while along the main channel of this Red Flag Canal. People told me there are many caves in this canal, and every cave have their own stories. Not only young men, but also women, children, old people. They all come here and offer a hand to the building of this Red Flag Canal. So that's own working, and that's own achievements. No wonder why this is called an artificial Milky Way, and people call it the Great Water Wall of China. Okay, if we keep going, I noticed that every 10 meters I can find a stone here. Please look through our camera. This is a stone reserved from the building of the canal. At that time in 1960s, every 10 meter of canal is belong to one person. He has to be responsible for the building and the quality of the passageway. Once there's a problem, he is responsible to fix it up. After the building up of this Red Flag Canal, local people don't need to worry anymore about their drinkable water. Besides, they have enough water volume to help ensure their fields irrigation and industrial use. Also, because thanks to the building of this canal, the economy of this place is progressed. Nowadays, Linshan people have more happy life than 50 years ago. So no wonder they call this canal the Canal of Happiness and the Canal of Life. If you're just joining us, welcome to see our broadcasting in Red Flag Canal at Linshan City, Central China's Henan province. The Red Flag Canal has a total length of 1,500 kilometers. This distance exceeds the distance from London to Vienna, and it has one main channel with 3 branches channels. By the use of Red Flag Channel, Linshan will not meet the water shortage anymore. People get a happier life. Well, we have go along the main channel of this canal for a little while. Local people told me that except the waterway, there are some caves. They are all now famous scenic spots. if we look a little bit further, there is a cave called the Youth Cave. So people told me that I can take a boat and get into the cave to have a look. So let's go. Now the boat is waiting for me and I will go down to the river, then we go into the cave. Now the boat is turning around and we are getting into the youth cave. Well, right here I can feel that the light is small and it is getting dark and dark. Well, the first feeling when I get into this youth cave is that the temperature is obviously lower than the outside, and also it's full of darkness, and so the working staff installed some colorful little bubbles here. Wow, it's quite beautiful. Are you curious about why this cave is called the Youth Cave? Well, local people told me that when they building this tunnel, there are more than 300 young men and young women working for it. And finally, this youth cave tunnel is more than 600 meters long and it's at the bottom of the Taihang Mountain. I can see around me is the rock of Taihang Mountain, and you can imagine how hardworking they are. Look, there is a window on the hillside. Do you know what's its function? Well, it's not a door or an entrance to this cave. Actually, this is a system using for taking the sand out of the cave. This is a tool invented by local people. I can see how smart they are. Welcome back. Now I'm doing the broadcasting in Red Flag Canal, central China's Henan province. The canal is 1,500 kilometers long with one main channel and 3 branches. And nowadays, this canal is not used for drinkable water anymore, but people here still use the water from this canal to irrigate fields and for industrial use. After the finish of building this canal for generations and generations, the spirit of Red Flag Canal has encouraged many Chinese people. Nowadays, it's not only a tourist site for Chinese people, but also attracts many foreigners come here to have a look, to know the story, and to get encouraged. So today we invite a local people called Shen Hui, who grew up here, to share her story with us. Hello, Shen Hui.
Hello, 大家好。
So, why Linshan people want to build this canal, and what's the history story? Could you please share with us?
因为过去呢，林州缺水非常严重，老百姓没有水吃，有这样一句话叫“光岭秃山头，10年9不收”，老百姓生活非常苦，缺水非常严重，所以要修建这条渠。
In ancient times, this place is suffered from very severe water shortage. So local people here are dying to build a waterway to get water to this place and to fight for a more happier life. Okay, so when you're building this canal, do you have any thing have to deal with? Do you have any problems?
在修建红旗渠的时候，正好是这个自然灾害非常严重的时候，他们要克服吃的问题，要克服这个工具的问题，所以在工地上呢，交通的问题等等这些都要克服。
when building this canal, there's no modern tools, and the transportation is really bad. So people here have to use their diligence and wisdom to deal with these problems. They invented their self-made tools to help carve out a way on the hillside. So anyone is volunteer to do this job? So people volunteer to do this job or for some other reasons?
当然，如果他们不修建这条渠的话呢，还依然保持着过去的这种没有水吃，然后生活环境比较困苦的这样一个生活状态，所以大家都是自愿来修渠的。
Shen Hui told me that in order to make a change, everyone is eager to build this canal. No matter it's young men, old men, or women, they all come here and be voluntary to build this canal. Okay, thank you, Shen Hui. Thank you very much. Nowadays, this Red Flag Canal is not only a tourist site, but also a place where people can explore the story of how to building it and feel the spirits, feel the hard working of local people. As you can see from our camera, there are many tourists. Actually, every year, especially in the summer vacation, people, no matter it's from overseas countries or our domestic cities, people will come here to learn the story of Red Flag Canal and to learn the spirit of Red Flag Canal. So let's find a visitor and have a talk with him. Where you come from?
我从内蒙古。
This lady is come from Inner Mongolia. Is this the first time you come to Red Flag Canal?
第一次来，挺好。感受，觉得这儿挺美的啊。
This is the first time she came here, and after watching this beautiful landscape, she thinks the building of this Red Flag Canal is really astonishing.
感觉到真的人挺震撼的，对，感觉到这儿的人民真是挺勤劳，力量挺大的，就是真是不容易啊。
Okay, she said that she feels the courage of local people. In the process of building this canal, it's really, really difficult, but they are not afraid and they are enthusiastic enough to make this achievement. Okay, thank you so much.
谢谢。
Well, right now we have been walking for a while along the main channel of Red Flag Canal. For years and years, this place has been a symbolic place that encouraged we young people to learn the local people's spirits, to learn their enthusiasm, to learn their eager, and to learn their courage. So I think this is really precious for us, and I think it can be shared to the whole world. So our video has to be wrapped up now. If you like our program, welcome to share it on your Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And see you next time.